Now presenting the disastrous truth of global warming. Global warming is the heating of the Earth's atmosphere. This is caused from the increases in the concentration of one or more greenhouse gases, primarily as a result of human activities. This environmental issue is thought to have dramatic harmful effects on the atmosphere and Earth. How do you define global warming?
The rising of temperature in the atmosphere.
As an increase of global temperatures over a period of time.
I would say global warming is the warming of the global.
Here is an interesting fact about global warming. The top 5 CO2 emitting countries include the U.S., of course, China, Russia, Japan, and India. What do you believe are the causes of global warming?
Petroleum exhausts, overuse of fossil fuels, not being smart with the earth.
Main causes would be air pollution, chlorofluorocarbons in the atmosphere, and probably aerosols.
Probably people using fossil fuels, and stuff like hairspray and, not caring about the earth and recycling.
Global warming is caused by a number of factors. One main cause is the use of fossil fuels released in large amounts, which produces CO2 and methane gas. Deforestation and clearing and burning of grasslands to plant crops also releases CO2 and nitrous oxide. Another variable causing global warming is the use of inorganic fertilizers, which release nitrous oxide. The two largest contributors of CO2 emissions are industrial and coal-burning power plants and gasoline-burning automobiles.
What do you believe are the effects of global warming?
Smog in the air and the rising of our temperatures in the atmosphere and the holes in our stratosphere, I think, yeah.
Lots of flooding because of the melting of the polar ice caps and decreased biodiversity.
It gets warmer, the ice caps melt, the polar bears go extinct. Everyone knows that.
So, what is global warming's true toll on Earth? Polar ice is melting at a dramatic rate with the continued increase in temperatures. This causes rising sea levels and destroys many ecosystems. With the increase in water, higher levels of precipitation fall across the globe. Another effect of global warming is the migration of insects to different parts of the world to suit their climate needs. Species in natural ecosystems and the climate of Earth are two of the most important changes to be concerned about. With these negative impacts of global warming, the people of the world need to start thinking of taking action to reduce the causes of global warming.
What do you think should be done about global warming?
I think that people should be more aware of what's going on and know that they have to take care of the earth. Just raise the awareness level.
I mean, we're doing as much as we can still, but I think more awareness, because there are still people who don't think it's a real thing.
Not necessarily switch to electrical cars, but just reduce and don't go crazy on road trips and don't go on flights as often, because that's the biggest part, because it's jets and they use a lot more fuel than cars do. Be smart with what you use, don't use a lot of it.
What can the world actually do to reduce global warming? Taking action by expanding the use of renewable energy and reducing dependence on coal and other fossil fuels will dramatically reduce emissions. On the other spectrum, we can increase fuel efficiency and place limits on carbon emissions from automobiles. Reducing deforestation will also slow the release of carbon into the atmosphere. The EPA also has enacted acts such as the Clean Air Act and Standard Emissions Acts to reduce greenhouse gases released into the air.
Everyone can be part of the conservation of our planet, and any little step to preserve the atmosphere can make a big difference. Riding a bike or even walking can reduce the release of greenhouse emissions. Just take a few seconds out of your day and find a way to help the environment. You will be glad you did.